just incredible. Two. DJ Sour Milk.
One. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Power 106.
Hey.
Just incredible.
Sour Milk.
Logic is here with us.
What's up, guys?
What up, fam?
How's it going?
Let's fast forward to the new video every day.
Oh, yeah.
What made you come up with that concept?
I just thought it would be really funny, like just to be an old man and to get like legitimate Hollywood prosthetics, you know what I mean? So the same people that did Bad Grandpa for Johnny Knoxville, the same guy did it for me. And yeah, I don't know. I just had this idea of like, wouldn't it be really cool to like ball out and like drive a McLaren and, you know, be in the club popping bottles as like a 70-year-old man? And then, yeah, I don't know. I just thought it was funny. And it's really cool because like when you're in this position, like you kind of have all this power to do whatever you want, so it's fun to like just do dumbass shit,
just
like
have a
that.
good time with it.
Yeah, because I mean, just think about that for a second. Like it's like, you know, it's like you go to the label and you're like, hey, I want to dress up as an old man. Like what? But it's like, fuck y'all, we gonna do it. You know what I mean? Like let's go. And it's fun and it's great. I just think it's so cool because it's like every day is like my playground, and like it's just so cool when you don't give a shit about like what people say, and you're just like super stoked and happy and you can just be creative. Like, yo, my second album was about two motherfuckers in space going to a planet. It's like, what? I mean, imagine that as a rapper being like, yo, I want to make a whole album about space. You know what I'm saying? Like, and everybody, like back then too, they thought I was crazy, but now there's millions of people around the world that like cult follow this story that I've created with these two guys. It's so bitchin'. Like, it's the coolest thing in the world. I'm pretty fucking happy with my life right now.
As you should.
Yeah, it's so tight. It's so cool.
You now I might be misquoting this, but you said this on the new album. I'm so ahead of my time. You're done with your discography or something like that.
Oh yeah.
How far along are you?
I won't tell you exactly, but I have several albums that are finished.
Complete.
Yeah.
Like ready to go.
100%. But that's not like some like whack ass rapper like flex. Like, yeah, I got all this. Like, no, like for real. The reason I have all that done in advance is because of the films and the novels that I'm doing and the TV show and all the stuff that I'm starring in and writing in, and the production company and the record label and the artists that I have signed. So it's like I want to make sure that everything gets its proper time. But so it's just everything just has to be organized and done correctly. So I do my best to do that so that I can give everything its just due and its attention for sure.
Man,
that's dope, man.
Yeah,
that's really
thanks, Doug.
Want to give you props on the Netflix special. The
oh, thanks. Yeah, that was tight.
Really dope to see you in that element.
Yeah,
I think that was an element that not everyone.
Yeah, y'all really caught me at like a defining kind of moment and like place in my life, and it's really cool. But so much has happened since then too, which is like so wild, you know. It's kind of crazy.
Was it tough to have the cameras on like that, like for a guy who's kind of private for the most part outside of the music?
No, just because it's like, you know, certain days we shot and then other days we didn't. So it was just knowing when and where and, you know, what was going to happen. But I don't do stuff if I don't want to do it. Like if I didn't want to be here, I wouldn't be here. Yeah. So I'm 100% like, no, I don't do anything that I don't want to do anymore. I remember I pushed myself to my limits and like got emotional on stage because I was so tired. I had millions of dollars, fans all across the world, the hit record, all this stuff. And I was like super unhappy. And the reason I was unhappy is because I was just going and going and going and going. So yeah, so now fuck it. Yeah, straight up. Just don't do if you don't like something, don't do it. I mean, don't get me wrong. Look, sometimes it's like it's work. Like sometimes you have to do certain things that you don't necessarily want to do, but it's beneficial for you and everybody in the parties involved. So it's really good. I get that. But like if something's genuinely making you unhappy, like no way, bro. You just have to like what are you doing? Like, I don't understand how people can wake up every day and do something that they don't like. And some people will be like, well, money or this or that. And it's like, yeah, I was broke, motherfucker, and I quit my job and I followed my dream. Don't be a punk. You know, like,
does that drive you crazy when people are just like, I hate my job, I hate my life?
100%. I said something last night. I forget what I said. I tweeted something like, don't be a hater, be happy, or some shit like that. And then there was
I saw you reply to that.
The kid was like, oh, it's easy to be happy when you have money. And I was like, I didn't always have money. You know what I mean? I saw that. Yeah, no, for sure. So it's about, yeah. But then again, it's like, man, fuck that kid. Like nobody, like for real, like nobody really knows. Like I could sit there and respond to him or a million people and try to change somebody's mind. But at the end of the day, people are either going to hate you or they're going to love you. And somebody who could hate me this year could actually have a realizing moment about themselves and their life and their this and their that. And then a year later be like, oh, wow, I was actually looking at Logic all wrong. And now I really understand his message or this or that. But at the end of the day, fuck everybody, bro. Fuck them all. Fuck everybody. Yeah, just be happy. Just love yourself. And that's all that matters. Yo, that's the motherfucking secret to life. When you don't give a shit, it's the best thing. But I mean, you can't like 100% not give a shit. Yeah, that's like reckless. You know what I'm saying? But because everybody still cares, like, you know, we all care what others think about us, at least to some degree, you know? And I used to really care. Like, I used to just want everybody to like be nice to me or like me or this or that. But the more successful I've gotten, the more people don't actually like me because they're envious or jealous or whatever. And then I'm like, oh, wow, well, it's okay to be hated. Because that person or people or whoever just have issues with themselves and are internalizing it in a negative manner. So fuck them.
I feel like you kind of came up in the same school that, you know, I did, and a lot of us do, is like, you know, you're into the quality hip hop underground shit, or you know, and you know, when I got the same thing when I started doing radio, you know, people are like, oh, you're a fucking sellout, you know, but like, shut the fuck up. I'm sure you deal with that a lot.
Yeah. No, definitely. But fuck those people. Like that's another thing. Like, sell out. What do you mean sell out? Literally, my whole message has always been peace, love, positivity. Since 2010, when I dropped my first mixtape, I said, I want to make music for the radio. I want to make music for super hip hop shit. I want to be able to sing. I want to play instruments. I want to do all this. I've stuck to my shit. Most people who would try to say anything negative actually aren't true fans that would listen to the old music with that message in it. So.
Yeah, and but I feel like, you know, people, you know, they say shit like that because like, I remember when Eminem first like started getting radio play, people were like, yo, he's a sellout, you know, like anytime people start getting radio play or start really being successful, it's almost like these people want you to fucking be broke with them. Like, it's like,
no, it's just, you were just their secret. So it's, secret, that's all it is. And they're very selfish because they don't want you to grow, and they're just like hipster fuckboys. You know, for sure. No, 100%. So,
and the irony of it is that you do want, like, as a fan, I want my favorite artist to be heard by as
everybody.
Many people.
Yeah, why wouldn't you want a message of peace, love, and positivity spread throughout the radio and the whole world and this and that? But that's why it's all bullshit. Like, who gives a fuck? So many people, I can't tell you, I'll drop an album and somebody could be like, oh man, you know, if he did this, this, and this, then I would appreciate it, or I could like this. So then it's like, if I listen to that person and then on my next album do that, and that, and then they're like, oh, I love this. Then you have millions of other people who's like, why'd you switch it up? Why'd you change? Why'd you? And it's just, it doesn't matter. Like, I make music that I like.
Yeah.
So if you don't like it, suck a dick. Right? Am I right?
No,
bro. Live your life, dog.
Live your best life. Yeah.
So we getting tattoos now? Talk to us.
Oh yeah, I got this one. Yeah. I got my supermarket tattoo. That's the title of my first novel that should hopefully be coming out this year.
That's exciting, bro.
Yeah, it's super exciting. I can't wait. One of my best friend, Christian. So I had read 9 novels in a week because when I do something, I like get super into it. And so I read these 9 novels and I was like, man, I really want to write a book. And then my buddy Christian was like, you can't write a fucking book. So I wrote a whole book, and then I'm going to dedicate it to him and say, fuck you. Yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait.
And so cool. I'm actually getting my first tattoo next weekend. I think I told you already.
Nice. Tramp stamp?
I thought about it. I want to work my way up to it, man. But
Word. What are you gonna get?
I feel I'm actually getting a portrait of my parents on my arm.
Yo, that's dope. That's deep.
Yeah.
Wow, that's really cool.
It's like a picture of them when they were teenagers and shit. But
that's amazing. Wow, that's really sweet.
That's your first one?
No, I got all these gang tattoos all over me.
Oh, okay.
That's what it looks like. They look pretty crazy. No, but this one just says balance yourself, and these are like Japanese kanji, and so they're all different things that I appreciate in my life. Or moments in my life,
You spoke about making music that you like. Talk to us about some of the current stuff that you do. Like, what's Logic listening to right now?
I don't really listen to much rap like that. I always like to listen
Even
to.
If it's not rap.
Yeah, no. Oh man. Okay. Well, I love Mac DeMarco, and I love this cat named Destroyer, and Toro y Moi, and Rex Orange County, and there's so many like really amazing artists and different bands that I love to listen to because they really inspire me when I like write, or if I'm writing a script or writing the book or whatever. I just like to vibe out. It's pretty cool.
You never know where the inspiration is gonna come from.
Yeah, for sure. That's a real thing.
Now you've gone on record though in saying how much J. Cole has meant to you. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sure you've peeped his new album.
Oh, yeah, KOD.
KOD.
It's so dope. It's so great. I texted him about it, and I was like, dude, like, and told him all the stuff that I like took from it and what it meant to me, and how he just had such a great message. But to me, it wasn't like he was like preaching this message. It was like he was just kind of saying it. And in many ways, I felt like he kind of stylistically like took some of these younger dudes' flows and flipped it in a much better technical way with a real message behind it. And I just really respected that, because I was like, in a way, these things that we've kind of brainwashed into liking, not that it's bad, but it's just like you hear it all the time, whether it's streaming or the radio, and it's like whatever kind of just these like lazy flows or whatever, and it's almost like he just took that and kind of turned it on his head and just gave it true substance while teaching a lesson to a lot of the younger generation at the same time. I thought it was genius.
No, like that 1985 track.
Yeah,
like
super dope.
It's like being in class, man.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
he's really
exactly.
it's like
Yeah.
a real classroom. Like he's teaching, kids and people who are coming up.
But that's
like,
how I feel. Like I used to, I mean, well, it was years ago, but like years ago I would see, whatever such and such rapper, like, have a hit record or this or this, and I'd be kind of like jealous or envious, especially because I was young minded, and I was like, how come I'm not on the radio, or how come I'm not this, or how come I'm not that, or blah blah blah. And I remember my manager, he was like, just watch what happens to those people, and then they're here and then they fall, and they're here and they fall. And then that's why I would always get actually like truly appreciative that I didn't just have some hit record when I was 23 years old or whatever, because I wouldn't have known who I was. Like literally it wasn't until I was 27, like, and I put out my first album at 24. I put out my first mixtape at 2010, which for my generation is an album, so I'm like 9 albums in by now, and it's like now it's finally happening. And listening to Cole talk about that and basically saying like building a real fan base and having substance, and it's like, yeah, you're popping right now and you think that you're bulletproof, but not everybody is bulletproof. And I feel like he was saying like, look, stop wasting your money, especially as like strong, like black men, like strong, like, set that example and set up your life. But unfortunately, a lot of these youngins, they don't think about that. But at the same time, Cole said the same shit, which I felt the same way about myself, is like, but when we were that age, we were just, I used to buy fake gold chains from the mall. Like, I was trying, you want to impress people, you want to be like a certain, so it's like, you also have to remember what it was like to be them.
Yeah.
Or that young and the things that you want. So it's like, I don't hate nobody. I'm not here to judge nobody. I know what type of music I like to listen to and what type I don't. And J. Cole is the type I like.
Perfect. It's all love, and it's like you don't get a preachy feel from your stuff. You don't get it from Kendrick. You don't get it from Cole. I think teaching is a great word, and you need that type of variety in hip hop.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, but that's the same thing. It's like, like I don't know about y'all, but I don't want to go to the club and hear like some lyrical, miracle, spiritual, habitual, ritual. Like, it's just a place for everything, man. So it's like, but at the same, it's like, I get it. Sometimes I step back and I'm like, man, it's just music. But at the same time, it's like, it's not just music. It's a way of life. It's like, whether it's religion or politics or sports, like this is stuff people kill over. Yeah. So it's just funny because like somebody could come out with a song and it could just be like a fun, catchy song, and somebody will just want to murder that person and be like, I fucking hate you, you piece of shit, fucking cunt. And I'm just like, damn. Whoa. Yeah. It's really funny to watch people do that shit. It's really crazy. But man,
we hear you're a killer on the Fortnite, man.
Yes, like just a little bit. Actually, I need to be playing some more, but I'd be so busy with so much stuff. I used to play video games like crazy, like all the time, 24/7. But then I don't know, man. It's just my life is like kind of been wild. So
is there anybody that we know that you've played that you've either given a business to or who's given it to you? Pause?
No, pause that. No, all my stuff has just been with like private homies and stuff. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. I miss playing video games, honestly, because I was just like the biggest nerd, but I just been living life and having a great time.
Bro,
so yeah,
you could tell. You could see it.
Appreciate it, dog.
You could tell you're in a really good space. You deserve it all, man.
I'm in a pretty great, really, really, really great space, and I'm super chill.
And we're always working on it.
Yeah,
always working to get better.
Always working to get better. That's a good thing. You can never be like just too comfortable. I think it's always good to push yourself, push yourself, and push your limits for sure.
Would you ever do a collab album with anyone?
No, because I want all the attention.
I believe you, but then I don't believe you.
I'm not doing a fucking collab album with nobody. I want all the attention. I'm serious. I don't want to. Why go co-headline a tour when I could just do the shit myself?
Well, that's true.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, for sure. But I'd like to do collabs. Of course, you know, that'd be fun. I think one person I would love to go on tour with is Drake. I always say that just because I feel like that'd be so much fun. But yeah. Anyway, collab albums, nah.
What if it was from a production side?
Oh yeah, like Kanye, #1. That'd be really dope. I think a whole project. I mean, me and him have a song, but a whole project with DJ Premier, like super boom bap shit. That could be dope. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. I think so.
As if you had any time to do any of that, though. This guy's got tons of shit he's doing and killing it.
Wild.
New novel on the way. I'm sure that's the first of many.
Yeah, I mean, I hope so. I've been writing the second one, but it's hard to find time, you know. So usually on planes, I'll write some chapters on planes or whatever. But it's fun. I love it.
Is it harder to write a novel or an album?
I don't know. I think I just look at it from a writer's standpoint. So I think, like, it's kind of the same. It's different. They're very different things, but it's like to write an entire body of work, like a conceptual album, and to write a novel is, But more work goes into the novel, for sure, because that's just, like, it's insane. But, yeah.
People are probably fucking dissecting how you word things, how you, you know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, fuck them.
Yo, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Totally.
We should all live like this.
Yeah. I should get a shirt and just say fuck them on it.
Fuck them.
Wouldn't that be tight?
Just press them up.
Hold on, let me write that down.
Write them down.
That's the new tour merch right there, bro.
Yeah, no, for real. That's a great, I like that.
Fuck them.
Fuck them. Any more questions?
I think we're good.
Yeah, I think
what a great interview.
Fun,
Thank
man.
you guys.
This was fun, bro.
Yeah, man. Appreciate your time,
I'm
man.
so chill right now because I'm like, I don't know. I'm like tired, but in a great way. I don't know how to explain
You
it.
smoke before you come up here?
Yeah, but I'm not high.
No?
I smoked like earlier today.
Okay.
Yeah, with my homies at the crib. I was just chilling. Maybe that is the residual CBD.
Maybe.
You know what I mean? From it. That's just chilling. But
It was the energy. You felt the energy.
I guess so. Yeah, I'm just feeling pretty chill. It's
good.
You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
Good to have you on always, man.
Thank you guys.
More continued success to you,
Yes.
brother.
Straight up. Fuck them.
More music on the way. Fuck 'em merch coming soon.
Yes.
Logic, LA Leakers, Power
Swag.
106. Yeah.